if somebody fails for not making obvious that they looked at the mirror before they indicated, they should complain. Your rear view mirror is always in your peripheral vision if it's positioned correctly. In this short video, we're going to focus on indicating and when should we indicate when we're stationary, if we're about to move off, and when should we indicate prior to changing lanes. There's a lot of confusion when we should indicate in the exercise left someone behind. For those who are unfamiliar with the exercise left someone behind, the assessor will get you to stop on the side of the road or park on the side of the residential street wherever you feel is safe. And then after that, they will ask you to remember that particular spot, to drive off, and at some point they'll ask you to come back using driveways to make 3-point turns or side streets to make U-turns, whatever option is most suitable to turn around and come back. Now, after you've stopped by the side of the road, you've got to switch the indicator off. It used to be a rule years ago that you could leave the indicator on, but they've changed the rule probably about 4 or 5 years ago now. So once you've stopped on the side of the road, you've got to switch the indicator off. So after that, when the assessor asks you to remember the spot where you parked and to drive off, and at some point to, as per their instruction, to come back to the house or, the spot where you initially parked. Once you've been given the instruction to move off, you would first check your mirror. So if it appears in the rear view mirror and the side mirrors there's no one in the process of overtaking you, then you can indicate, right, look over your shoulder, and then you could take off. So that's a proper way of doing it, because if you see there's a vehicle in the process of overtaking you, you don't want to freak someone out who's, just about to pass you with your indicator. So wait until that vehicle passes you and then indicate, look over your shoulder, and off you go. So, whereas when you're in the busy traffic, this is what people confuse a lot. If you're in the busy traffic, say it's a bumper to bumper, 4:30 in the afternoon, literally thousands of cars within your close proximity. So in those situations, we can indicate, because you've got to let them know, because that's your only way of communicating with the rest of the road users. So you've got to indicate right if you change into the right lane, or left if you change into the left lane. So you've got to indicate, then check your mirror thoroughly to see if there's someone in the process of overtaking, to kind of anticipate better. You would then check the blind spot to see if there's anything else between the car that you see behind and your vehicle. So that's when you would check your blind spot and then attempt to move over if it's safe to do so. Now, we have a lot of questions, people asking, say, what about MILO, which is, some abbreviation that some instructors teach: mirror, indicate, look, overtake, which really doesn't explain what it is. Okay, so what we do here, we teach why we do certain things, and we explain exactly what can potentially take place unless these things are done in the proper order. So we shouldn't confuse those two things. When we're stationary, parked on the side of the road, and when we're moving at 60 or 70, 80, 100 kilometers an hour, so then it's safe to indicate and then thoroughly check the mirror. And then if it feels that there's no one in the process of passing within your close proximity, right next to you or a little bit further, or just in front of you, so you don't hit them from behind. So then we can check the blind spot and move over while we check in the mirror again to see if anyone catches up too quick from behind in a busy traffic. Okay, that's very important to understand. Once again, our rear view mirror, providing it's adjusted properly, is always in our peripheral vision. So I always know what's behind me. I always know what's behind me. I don't have to sort of do this and make it obvious so somebody that's sitting next to me assesses it correctly. Okay, I knew there was a push bike passing me just then. I didn't even look at the rear view mirror. So just to recap, when you're doing your exercise left someone behind in the PDA, then you would, after you've parked on the side of the road, you would then first check your mirror to see if anyone's passing you. Then you would indicate, look over your shoulder and move off. In busy bumper-to-bumper traffic, the only way of communicating with other road users is to indicate, and then you can thoroughly check your mirror, and then, providing that there's no one passing you, you will check your blind spot to check that angle, which is pretty much hidden outside of the frames of all of your mirrors. Okay, so that is the blind spot. Please feel free to share your experience down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.